Do you remember when earbuds were just things you listened to music with? The simpler times, right? Well, guess what? One day, some head honcho at some big brand decided that was all boring, that's not going to move any more product, that our earbuds need to be, Swiss Army knives that do everything under the sun. Which brings us to these. SOUNDCORE's all-new Liberty 5 Pro and 5 Pro Max. They're a new wave of EDC-like audio hardware that promises to make our lives better. Or do they? As far as I know, both of these earphones are the first on the market, guys, to offer a built-in dedicated AI chipset. For better or for worse, it's 150 times more computing power, it says, and then when you look at the fine print, it's compared to the Liberty 4 Pro. But in both of these cases, they're used to handle things like AI recording and translation, call quality and clarity processing, ANC, sound processing as well. We'll see how all of that performs, because there's a lot of marketing terms thrown around and a lot of claims, because like the call quality, they even say they got a Guinness World Record for the world's clearest earbuds for calls. I didn't even know there was a category for that. But we'll know how these things handle in the real review. And of course, SOUNDCORE tends to follow through with a lot of their claims. So yeah, I'm kind of, holding on to hope there. There are 8 mics altogether, so 4 per side, handling phone calls and ANC and all that. We have whisper quiet calls, instant pure silence, your signature sound lag-free voice control. And let's see what's inside. So we have your typical packaging. You open it like a gatefold like this, and then you access the earbud itself, wrapped in its own nice little wrapper. We have your instruction manuals, paperwork, and of course, so in terms of custom fit accessories, we have 5 sizes of ear tips, including the one already installed, which is medium. We have small, large, extra small, extra small. And then we have a couple of sizes for what I think or believe is the ear fin. Oh yeah, check that out. Oh, and there's a screen. Slide down to open menu. Oh, it's a touchscreen. Very nice. It's AMOLED. Swipe left and right for full controls. And check out the earbud itself, guys. Oh yes. Internally, there is 9.2mm diaphragm drivers, and apparently also there are bass tubes within that enhance the low end. Here are the ear fins that are replaceable, and it looks like it's touch controls primarily or solely, and the ear tips look really nice and they're oval. Oh yes, and they're quick lock. Oh man, look at that. As quickly as that, wear sensors as well. Anyways, let's check out the Pro Max 2. And I'm guessing the accessories are identical. Yes, identical. So let's just skip straight to the buds. Oh, look at that. Check this out, guys. It's another slider with a screen on top, and it kind of looks like a mini phone or something. I'm not sure if there's any protection on this, but I'm guessing this could probably gather a lot of scratches and nicks and such like that the more you drop it. So I'm quite sure they'll start selling protectors for it. But as it is right now, this is, I feel like, more susceptible than the Pro itself. But we'll see how that goes too as we test this long term. Oh, the earbuds are pretty much identical. So the only difference, as far as I can tell from the paperwork, and I'm recording this before the official embargo date, so I'm just using information that I can snag from my rep. The only big difference is between the two is the price, of course, and then the capability of doing AI recording or note-taking through the buds as well as through the case. This case has built-in mic right here to record and do translations and all that. So you're paying more basically just for the added case functionality and also the screen on top. But if you just care about the functionality of the earbud itself as a translator and also the SQ, and both of these have Dolby Atmos support with head tracking and low latency, and also the high Anchor AI assistant that Anchor uses nowadays. Yeah, they're both the same, and they both have the same battery life as far as I can tell in terms of the specs, but I'm guessing for the case itself, this will be slightly lower. Both of these have IP55 dust water resistance, just for the earbuds, of course, and something I haven't seen since Jabra, I can't remember which product, had multi-point Bluetooth connection for 3 devices, because the industry standard is just 2. This one, both of these support 3, so you can quickly switch between audio on 3 of your devices, which is really fantastic. So we're outside doing the Bluetooth range test, guys, and we have Mystique doing Scandalous. Yes, I've been in a little bit of a Throwback Thursday mood lately, so there's that. So I have the tunes piping from Tidal on my Pixel to the earbuds. I have the 5 Pros on right now, and here's a note: both of them are connected via LDAC, and technically we expect shorter range with these. So once you switch to a longer protocol like AAC SBC, you can expect at least 10-15 feet longer. So there's the phone at the end of my deck, and if you haven't watched this before, this is our standard test all the time. It's non-scientific, but I do the same thing all the time to test all my products, and we have a rough gauge on how things perform. So direct line of sight 25 feet away, still very strong signal, but I can expect, just as predicted, right around the corner I get sputtering left and right, and at this point right around here, if I tested it earlier, it's pretty much dead. So it's not a knock on SOUNDCORE, it's just how LDAC is in this kind of environment, especially when you have an old house between the phone and these things. So anyways, yeah, the Thus chip is not going to make do any kind of miracles, guys. You can see the fit on these. By the way, I want to talk about the design here. Fantastic. We've gone from stem style designs from the previous generation to something that just curves into your concha, sits right there and just settles, like with the fin, between the fins and the tips. Fantastic, guys. Like I can jump up and down and jostle left and right. Not a single shift in my ear. I've taken this running and cycling on off-road trails. Nothing. So thumbs up to SOUNDCORE for these designs. The 5 Pro Max is up right now, same song piping from the Pixel, and I'm standing around 25 feet away, no problems whatsoever. And right around here, yep, we got a left right. It's basically on cue and the same as its lesser sibling, so there's that. And again, you can see how this fits on my ears. Woo! This, I have to say, is SOUNDCORE's best earphone design ever. And I'm not hyperboling. Is that even a word? I mean, what's the present continuous of hyperbole? That's how you pronounce it, hyperbole. So how do you say it in anyways, but there you go. I love these earbuds. Of course, it's sputtering left and right now because we're so far away. And yeah, I really can wear these for hours on end. But I'm very curious how these mics perform down by the roadside during phone calls. So let's do it. Starting with the Pro Max, and I'm also running the case at the same time in note-taking mode, so we can test out the voice quality or the recording quality in a noisy environment, just for fun. So we'll switch between the DJI, this, and the earbuds. But the noise cancelling on the earbuds, whatever algorithm or AI, whatever the reason is, it is fantastic, guys. You can hear it. Like I've heard a lot of Jeeps and trucks pass by with just big tires, loud tires, especially in the wet while it's raining in the past few days. This thing just kills it. You hear a little bit of a gravelly sound just for a split second as the system works its magic, but then it disappears. The only downside I notice is my S's are really strong. So there's that. The voice quality is pretty darn good at the same time, so your listeners are going to be great. For users who like to have background sounds we're doing phone calls, there's no switch as far as I know to like just give it all or nothing of an option. Here comes the truck. Testing 1 2 3. Do you hear anything there? It kills it a lot, right? So that's pretty darn awesome. I'm kind of curious. There's only one mic at the back here, so it's easy to cover up if you're not careful. Testing 1 2 3. Now let's switch to the regular or the other Pro and see. I doubt it'll be any different, but let's just do it for due diligence. I think SOUNDCORE has discovered the secret sauce here, because noise suppression, testing 1 2 3 really works on this. And correct me if I'm wrong, if you jump back and forth and skip between the 5 Pro Max and this, correct me if I'm wrong, but my S's here seem to be less sharp and crazy. So maybe it's just me, but there's that testing 1 2 3. What do you guys think? Comment down below which do you prefer, or if there's any difference at all, because these are fantastic performances. You know what? SOUNDCORE's app definitely looks a lot different since the last time we took a deep dive into it. Front and center at the homepage, you can see connection statuses and battery levels for both the buds and the case. If you're using the Pro Max case, by the way, to take notes, you can access the files here. There's also a automatic transcribe feature, although that requires a subscription, so thumbs down to that. At the earphone control page, there's noise suppression controls where you can change active noise cancellation strength, toggle wind blocking, set up the rather effective voice control, and so on and so forth. Sound effects is where you'll find a simpler selection of just 4 EQ presets. There's also preference, which is basically a repackaged Hear ID hearing tester, but based on your music genre preference. The actual hearing test is located down at the bottom still if you want to use that. The custom EQ has 8 bands to play with. The AI sound enhancement and Dolby Audio toggles are grayed out if you have LDAC on like I do here. Clicking the settings icon at the main page gives you control over things like toggling wear detection, easy chat, which automatically switches ANC to pass through and back when speech is detected, which is great for flights and work, but not so great when you're belting out tunes all by yourself. There's also auto power off times, which you can adjust, as well as activating, deactivating LDAC. Probably the most significant thing I noticed when comparing these latest models with some of my favorites in the SOUNDCORE line, the Liberty 2 and 3 Pro, is that the new ones now have a warmer, thicker low end. And ultimately, this is a subjective quality that the general user would likely prefer anyway. But here's the thing, even with this new tuning shift, I thoroughly enjoyed my time running through my playlists. And also another bonus, it feels over-engineered in a good way because there's a sense that the hardware is relaxed and never really strained at all. Because on other devices, they can sound great, but they also sound like they're constantly at the edge, which can indirectly wear out the listener. Now, breaking that all down a little bit more, there's strong but not amazing bass detail with, again, that slightly boomy quality. On the main sub-bass drive on NTO's Invisible, for example, I feel the impact between my eyes and mouth rather than lower down my neck or chest. Treble shows off impressive control and instrument separation, which plays well with the Bud's good separation bubble that sits somewhere between half a foot to a foot from the center of my head. And saving the best part is the resolute mid-range that allows things like voices and instruments to be coherently distinct and distinctly coherent. So on the Pro Max, within the app and the storage case, there are built-in note taker and translation functions. The former is pretty straightforward, and it seems like there is a free-to-use until it's paywalled real-time translation option, as well as the most fun version of all, face-to-face translation. Let's check out how that works. So SOUNDCORE has been developing its AI translator for quite some time now, so it's not necessarily a new thing for the Pro Max, but in its previous iterations, like on the Air Clip 2, if I remember correctly, it was just using the earbuds and the phone, the app and everything to integrate the whole conversation. But now you have a third piece, which is the case, which someone or anyone can hold, the person you're communicating with or whatever. There's a mic and a speaker. You just tap the screen and you can talk into it and the conversation can start, guys. So I want to show you how that's done. I have the screen recording here. And so the cool part is, so the app is running right now, SOUNDCORE app. If I activate the system or the face-to-face translation on the case itself, the app itself goes into that mode as well. So what do you say we try some simplified Chinese Mandarin and see what kind of trouble we can get into? 你的老妈只是笨蛋的。Your mother is a fool. 你的脑进了水了吗？ Yeah. And then I'll tap on this side if I'm trying to talk back. No, I'm good. How about you? Turd. It works. That's pretty darn cool. One thing to note though is the languages supported on the phone is way more than that on the case. So on the case you have Chinese, Mandarin Simplified, Chinese, Taiwanese, Mandarin Traditional, Japanese, Spanish, Arabic, French, German, Korean, Portuguese, Italian, Vietnamese, Turkish, Polish, Filipino or Filipina, Romanian, Greek, and Croatian. And on the phone itself, it is, I think there's at least 50 to 60. So something to bear in mind there. I'm not sure what kind of voodoo magic SOUNDCORE used here. Let's just call it AI. But ANC, guys, is Bose level quiet. And I honestly wasn't expecting the Thus chip to beat the best, but it's pretty darn close, I'll tell you what. So when I tested both buds with my usual battery of noises in the same test environment, such as my pink noise machine in a treated room and traffic sounds of India piped through my stereo monitors at 80 plus decibels, things like high-pitched honks, brake squeals, and the static hum of pink noise were dulled far into the background. The only downside to all that quiet is that I can very well hear myself chew. But overall though, I gave ANC a score between A and A+, and pass-through between B+ and A-. Unlike the case on the Liberty 4 Pro, the last gen, that had a simple display with ANC slider bar thingamajig, both 5 Pros have full-fledged touchscreens that allow you to control most of the main functions without ever having to break out the phone app, and I love that. Obviously, the Pro Max has more functionality due to its exclusive translator and recorder, and also a bigger display. I get it, AI isn't everybody's thing, but the good part is you can choose not to use it on these SOUNDCOREs or just ignore them altogether. And if you rather stick to something more purist and simpler, by all means, the Liberty 3 and 4 and even the regular 5 still sound and perform great, and not to mention can be had for deep discounts nowadays. But that being said, creating a bespoke all-in-one chip solution has moved the needle quite a bit, I would say, starting with the Liberty 5 Pro series. The two areas that benefit the most, in my opinion, are ANC and phone call processing. I'm still not too convinced yet on the SQ side of things, because if anything, I think the tuning has gradually turned from almost neutral audiophile-like to something more mainstream. But then again, when you look at both as a complete package, they are pretty darn impressive. I just hope SOUNDCORE, or eventually Anchor Audiovisual as it's going to be called, doesn't dilute the whole thing too much. And you can already see a little bit of that, not just with the extra features, but how certain pro AI features are locked behind a paywall now. So there's that. And thus, those were my thoughts on the Liberty 5 Pro and Pro Max, and I'm sticking to it, dang it. And thank you guys for being here. If I haven't told you already, you're the best audience ever. And thanks to SOUNDCORE for playing and for entrusting me with these units to share with you guys. And I might put these units up for sale on the next yard sale, so look out for that for a deep discount if you're interested. And again, please come back. I love y'all being here, and please show your support. If you like what I do, like to grow this content, subscribe, like, and reshare this with your friends, and watch the whole video. That really helps with the algorithm, apparently. And again, guys, remember to do something loving and kind for somebody in this world, because guess what? If you haven't seen the news lately and looked outside, the world needs it more than ever, and it starts with you. I love you all very much. Peace out, and God bless.